It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another teaser breakdown for an upcoming episode of The Walking Dead. This is going to be my teaser breakdown for Season 10, Episode 21, which is called Diverged. This is the second last bonus episode of Season 10. After this, we have one more, which is Season 10, Episode 22, which is the Negan backstory episode called Here's Negan. Now, this particular episode, I don't know if it's just the teaser that makes it feel like that, but it looks like it's a very, very slow bottled episode. I hope that's not the case, but that's the vibe I'm getting from this teaser, and that's why I actually delayed this breakdown, because there wasn't really too much to talk about. There is some stuff in here that I do want to kind of talk about because I think there's a deeper meaning behind it, but other than that, there's not too much else in this teaser that I want to talk about. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this teaser down. Alright, as always, if you're new here and if you're not a subscriber, if you enjoy the content by the end, consider subscribing to join our community, share and smash the like button, and press the bell to be notified when we upload. With that, let's dive right into it. So this teaser starts with this shot of Daryl. He's about to say something, and then Carol says, "You don't have to apologize." The apologize is cut off for some reason, but she says, "You don't have to apologize." And I'm assuming that this is picking up exactly from where we left off with them back in Season 10 episode 18, which was the second bonus episode, where they had that huge fight. And then Daryl responds by saying, "I was just gonna say good luck." So just a bit of kind of comic relief here. And then we have Daryl, Carol, and Dog walking in the woods. And then this shot right here, which is a fork in the road. Daryl goes one way, Carol goes the other way. Now what's interesting is that Dog is actually going with Carol. That's interesting. This is the shot where I said it could have a deeper meaning. I'm gonna go through everything else that's in this teaser, and then I'm gonna circle back around this scene right here. Then we have this shot of Jerry. He says, "Hey dude," and then we have Carol saying, "Hi Jerry." So Carol with Dog went back to Alexandria, and then Daryl went somewhere else. Now the next scene is Carol saying, "Tell me how I can help out please." And then we have a bunch of shots with Carol doing some gardening work, some labor work, and Jerry as well. And that's pretty much it. They're just doing work at Alexandria, like labor work, gardening work, things like that. And that's like everything that's in this teaser. There's one bit where Jerry says, "Let me know if you need anything." Carol says, "Sure will." And then that's it. There's more shots of Jerry doing some gardening work and Carol and Jerry doing some gardening work. So it seems like this is like a day in the life of type of episode with Jerry and Carol. Like I don't even think we're gonna see much of Daryl. Maybe a bit, but the majority of the episode is probably gonna be Carol and Jerry doing pretty much nothing. I hate to say it, but it seems like this episode might be the slowest episode, and it might be one of those episodes where nothing happens, like absolutely nothing happens. Again, I hope I'm wrong about that, but that's just the vibe I'm getting. But that's it, like that's all of the shots that they had in the teaser. Even the 2 sneak peeks that they released were pretty much the same thing we've talked about. One scene with Daryl and Carol, and it connects to the shot that was in the beginning of this teaser. And there's another sneak peek with Jerry and Carol, and it's just them talking. There isn't really anything to break down. Now circling back around to this shot right here with Daryl and Carol going their separate ways, I see this as being one of 3 things. Either this is a fake out and it's just a cool visual and it doesn't mean anything. Like there's no symbolism, there's no hints, there's no clue, and it's just a cool shot that they thought would make sense for them to film, which would connect to the title, which is Diverged. So that's one way this could go. The other way is that this is actually symbolism. And what I mean by that is it's symbolizing Daryl and Carol's relationship in terms of there being like this huge gap between them. And the fact that Dog went with Carol and not Daryl could be another symbol that maybe Daryl is slowly losing the people most close to him, even Dog. So that's the second way we could look at it. But the third way we could look at it, which is more subtle and it's less likely, but it could be something that they might have intended here, which is like a clue about the 4th spinoff. We know that the 4th spinoff is going to be a Daryl Carol spinoff. So what if this is giving us a clue about what type of a show that might be? Like, everyone is assuming that the 4th spinoff is gonna be Daryl and Carol traveling together. But what if that's not the case? What if we follow their stories, but their stories are separate? And maybe each kind of go through something on their own. And maybe we get to a situation where Daryl and his story ends with him finding some clue about Rick and the CRM, and maybe the story with Carol leads her towards a very different direction. That might be something that they haven't really done in the comics, and it's not something that would connect to anything else we've seen. So that's extremely interesting. Again, at this point, I highly doubt that that's where they're going with it. I think that the 4th spinoff will in fact be Daryl and Carol traveling together and going on a journey together, but there is a small possibility that that might not be where they're going with it, and this could be a clue that the 4th spinoff would be following Daryl and Carol and kind of exploring their journeys separately, something along those lines. But with all of that said, I am interested to know everyone's thoughts and opinions, both about this episode. Do you think that it's going to be a bottle episode, and do you feel like it might be one of the slowest episodes we've seen like ever? Or do you think that there's something there that they're not necessarily revealing in the teasers, but they might be doing in this episode to make it more interesting? And also let me know your thoughts and opinions about what this shot right here could symbolize, and whether you think there is a clue here about the 4th spinoff and the structure of that spinoff. Share your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. If you're not a subscriber and enjoyed the content, subscribe to join our community, share and smash the like button, and press the bell to be notified when we upload. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.